Hi guys, today we'll be making peppermint creams today. So I have icing sugar, some cold water, condensed milk, and peppermint extract. We'll be using these ingredients for part 1. You have to wait and see why we're going to be doing this in 2 parts. So first, pour in 200 grams of icing sugar. Next, with our condensed milk, add a tablespoon of the condensed milk. I recommend you to use this because this has the best consistency. So then add like a 1/4 teaspoon of peppermint extract. Don't put a tablespoon just yet. You actually put a teaspoon. My bad. So I've poured in my peppermint extract, and here's what a condensed milk looks like. So get something like this, please. Then you put in a few tablespoons of water, then you can start mixing. So a few is just like about 3-4 tablespoons. Then you can start mixing up your batter, and here's what my consistency looks like. You might even get a better one than me, but it just doesn't have to be perfect. Make sure your batter doesn't smell like toothpaste, and if it's too dry, add some more water. Your consistency is supposed to be a thick consistency, just letting you know. Once you've got the right consistency, like this sort of, you need to sprinkle some icing sugar on the surface, and then we're going to be rolling it out. Once you sprinkle your powder, icing sugar, you put your batter onto the surface, then you got to roll it out. So once you put your batter on the surface, you knead it and then get it all ice sugary, just to prevent it from being sticky. Gets too sticky, then you add more of the icing sugar. You see how my batter's like really sticky? That's why we added more. If you don't have a rolling pin, use something circular. We had to use up all of our tin foil because we didn't have a rolling pin and we lost it, so you have to use the inside of it. So just roll it out. After you roll it out, you can use a cup or a cookie cutter that's the shape of a circle to cut it out. Once you've got your batter flat and nice and the right consistency, get the smallest thing that's circular like this to make holes in it. If you want, you can use the circular tip of a piping tip. Just make little holes in there. After you've cut your holes in and used up the rest of your batter, you get your parchment paper, put some on your baking tray. Your parchment paper looks like this. Oops, let's put them on. Carefully put your batter circles on the parchment paper. Then let them sit for 20 to 24 hours. Once you've put them in on the baking tray, leave them for 20 to 24 hours. So that's it of part 1, and we will see you on Friday for the next part. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on part 2. Hello, guys. As I told you, we're going to be finishing this off in 2 parts. You see, these hasn't quite dried off for 20 to 24 hours, but it at least is dry. So we're going to be making the mint icing, and then we're going to be dipping the peppermint creams into the icing. The first things you want to do is add 2 cups of flour, don't put it just yet. You actually put about 180 because we're not going to be baking a giant cake here. Now you will put in a teaspoon of baking powder, I'm guessing. Which is about half a tablespoon. Then you mix them all together. You can use your flour mixture aside, then bring out 1 cup of sugar, then after you've bring out 1 cup of sugar, which I haven't done yet, you actually put in some food coloring. It doesn't matter which type of food coloring you're adding. Because our cup is big, just add like 180 or 200 or so. Let's just say 180 for now. You can help put the teaspoon in. So now that I put in my food coloring, here's what our food coloring looks like. You mix in the sugar and food coloring in. I know it seems a little much food coloring. So once it's mixed enough, you add 2 teaspoons of mint extract. This is what my food peppermint extract looks like. I just put in 2 spoons, then you start mixing. So now that you've added, you put this mixture aside, then add like 3/4 cups of butter. Here's what my butter looks like. Just scoop it in. So now you see it's at about 120 grams of butter. You put it in this bowl. Then put your mixture in, then start mixing. Oops. So you see your consistency is supposed to look light and fluffy. So here's my mixture so far. Then you add 3 eggs. Don't add them at once. Don't add all of your eggs at once. Just add 1 at a time. So then you start mixing your batter up with the egg until it blends really well. Then add the second egg. Then keep on going until you've put in all 3 of your eggs. So you actually put in 1 egg if your batter is small. You see mine is already watery. So my consistency looks like this. Then get a cup, then pour in some yogurt in there. We have strawberry yogurt, even though we're making a mint icing. So put it in. Now that you have your yogurt, just pour in some of it. Then pour in some of your flour and baking soda mixture. Then you start mixing it up. You actually pour in some at a time, not full a time. So you see, I've added another wave of my mixture and yogurt. Then then make sure the icing has blended in well with the yogurt and mix. So now when you're done putting it in, you dip in your peppermint creams in. So this is my consistency. We're not going to be baking a cake or anything. We're just going to be dipping the things in the icing. I'm sorry if I've wasted a whole bunch of stuff. We're not going to be making the cake. I'm not going to add all my flour in for some reason. We're done the mint icing, and here's what it looks like. We're not going to be making a cake anyways. So now you can dip in your peppermint creams in the icing. The last thing to do is to enjoy. And because it's Christmas Eve, we hope you have a good Christmas day and Eve. Bye guys. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button.